Meantime, back in St. Paul, law enforcement leaders expressed frustration with the federal agents in our area.
They say local officers have been racially profiled by those agents since Operation Metro Surge began. Fox 9's Corin Hoggard is live at the Capitol. And Corin, what are those local leaders doing about it?
Well, Kelsey and Randy, they're not talking about going out and arresting federal agents. What they're trying to do is get a message through to the leadership at federal law enforcement agencies, but they're telling us they're hitting a brick wall.
Ali Dahar is one of more than a dozen Minnesotans who filed reports in court saying federal agents stopped them based only on their appearance and forced them to prove citizenship.
My passport. I give my ID, I give my passport ID, everything.
Now, law enforcement leaders from several agencies say their own officers have experienced what they believe was racial profiling while off duty and out of uniform. For example, a Brooklyn Park officer told her chief ICE agents boxed her in, demanded citizenship paperwork, knocked the phone out of her hand when she tried to record them, and pulled a gun on her before things calmed down when she identified herself as a police officer. Chief Mark Bruley says the complaints escalated quickly 2 weeks ago when the search force multiplied.
This is not widespread. This is a small group of agents within the surge in the metro area that are performing or acting this way.
These chiefs and Hennepin County Sheriff DeWanna Witt did not want to call out fellow law enforcement, but they say the unconstitutional actions by federal agents are staining them too.
We cannot let people in our communities think that our local law enforcement leadership is okay with the actions that we simply know are not just only wrong, but illegal.
But they say accountability would be best served by federal leadership and the courts in cases like the racial profiling lawsuit filed last week by the ACLU, where Dahar is one of the plaintiffs.
And those lawsuits are appropriate, and the courtroom where those are discussed, that's appropriate as well. But as far as like the mechanism for us to investigate those on a state side, it's just not there.
And Border Patrol Chief Greg Bovino said this afternoon that everything they do is legal, ethical, and moral. Now, there have been quite a few federal judges who have disagreed with that statement, but when it comes to racial profiling in 2 other states, the Supreme Court has sided with the Border Patrol. Live in the Capitol, Corin Hoggard, Fox 9.
All right, thanks, Corin. As I